Welcome to Real Love, Real Stories TV and podcast. This is Kanu and I am the host. This is the place to be, to hear love stories and to learn about love. So thank you for going on this journey with me. Today I'm going to be talking about some easy ways to make your relationship stronger, better, more fulfilling. So one of the ironies of modern life is that we can spend more time being connected, and yet sometimes we wind up being less present for each other. Sometimes we're in the same room, but we're on our phones, texting, scrolling through Instagram, Facebook. Sometimes we're sitting at the dinner table and perhaps thinking about what work things you need to do, what chores you need to do. Most people are guilty of this. I know I am. So relationships can become less fulfilling, but don't worry, there's hope. Try these ideas and see if they can help your relationship get better, stronger, and get back to being fulfilling again. So the first thing, just slow down and stop multitasking. Take your mind off of that to-do list that you're supposed to be doing. And maybe you set, whatever to-do list for that day. And maybe you didn't get everything done and it's now at night. When you get home, set aside some time where you can say, I'm going to devote, for example, 3 hours, 4 hours to my family. We're going to cook together. We're going to sit down and eat together and we're going to relax. So just stop and take that time to be the time that you're fully present with your family, your partner, whoever that is that you need to be, or even when you're single. Let that time be just the time that you sit and relax. So in addition to that, perhaps you should turn your phone off. So try to some people create what they call technology-free zones. So like at the dinner table, nobody's allowed to have a phone. You put the phone on do not disturb. And some people do that with their families where they are having movie night or, family discussion time, just like a check-in time of how was your day? What went well, what didn't. So those particular times are cell phone free zones. And so to help you with this too, you can check your phone and find out what your screen time was for that day, for that week. This will give you an idea of how much time you're spending on the phone. I mean, it is shocking. For me, I've started to do that with my Facebook, and it is shocking to see how much time you can spend per day on the phone, on Instagram or Facebook. Also, as you're having discussions with your family, with your partner, listen closely, make eye contact. And again, sometimes we're having a conversation with people, but we're on our phones, like I said, and you're not really listening. You're not making eye contact with the person. And so just take some time to put it down and be fully present, like listen closely. And it doesn't take that much time to get connected to someone. Have you ever been talking to someone and they're on the phone? And they're like agreeing with you, but you're like, are you really paying attention or are you just agreeing to agree? So, there are people, we talked about the love languages where quality time is very important. And if you're not making eye contact with these people, then they're like, you don't care and you're not paying attention to me. So really put your phone down, listen closely, make eye contact. And also provide validation and express gratitude. So communicate with your partner, with your family, and also express gratitude and tell them what you're grateful for whatever they did. Maybe you're sitting at the dinner table and, your wife, your husband, your kid, whoever cooked, express your gratitude for the time they have taken to do this for the family, for you, and, provide that validation. Because we all want to feel validated. We all want to feel like what we're doing is meaningful to the people that we're doing it for. So take some time to express your gratitude. And then also thinking about space. Give each other space. I loved it when I interviewed the Mosses in the last episode, and he talked about they give each other space. So find a hobby that you like yourself. He talked about he likes to play soccer, and she doesn't go to the soccer games with him. So that's his thing. So find something that you like. It could be a hobby. It could be a sport. It could be, I don't know, like a craft thing that you do yourself. So find that thing and you do it yourself with your friends, by yourself, or maybe if you have kids, you can take the kids and leave the wife or the husband, vice versa, and just give yourself space. It's healthy to do that. Yeah. So, give each other space. And another thing that I like is engage in challenging activities together. So I just got done saying give each other space, but also find an activity that you can do together, a challenging activity. It could be something maybe like hiking on the weekend, so challenging physically. It could be something, intellectually challenging, like doing a crossword puzzle together, watching a documentary together and then discussing it after. Whatever that is. For some people, it's watching news and then discussing politics, afterwards, and just sort of staying connected in that way. So absolutely find something challenging, because actually research talks about married couples that show working on these tasks together, their relationships are a little more satisfying. So, another idea would be maybe take a cooking class or maybe play tennis together if that's your thing. So find something challenging together. It could be physically challenging. It could be intellectually challenging together. So, and then create rituals. I love when the Mwasis talked about every Friday is their standing date night. So they don't cook at home, they order out or they dine out. It is their thing every Friday. So it's something to look forward to as a couple. So you could do this if you have kids, you could have a family standing ritual. And then you could also have a date night for just the couple, where you find a babysitter and the two of you go out, have dinner on the town, go to the theater, whatever that looks like, but create rituals around this. And also psychotherapists say practice the AAA method, which is as follows. So when something happens between the two of you, the AAA stands for apology, affection, and action. So when I do something to my partner, I have to apologize, right? So you have to be specific in what it is that you're apologizing for. And then also make sure that there's a meaningful gesture, like a kiss or a hug, that's showing affection. And then also, what is your promise of action? I'm so sorry I did this to you. I promise next time I'm going to ask you before I assume that's what you meant. That's your action, So the AAA method is apology, affection, and then a promise of action. And also what I like about, I just thought about this, we do vision boards for, like I do my vision board every year. But why not create a vision board as a couple? Every year at the beginning of the year, create a vision board together that you display somewhere where you can both see it, where you can set some goals. An example, we talked about, Sarah talked about finances. How much money do you want to save as a couple? And then where do you want to travel to as a couple? Do you take yearly vacations? Where are you going to that year? And then if you want to make any changes to your house and make any renovations or anything like that, what are they? Put it on your vision board so you can both see it and you can both be reminded that this is what you want to do. And then why not include even some intimacy goals? Are there areas that you want to explore. I don't know, put it on there on your board, and then you can both be reminded that you have this intimate goal that you want to reach. And then, like I said, you can display it where you can both see it, because when you see it, you're reminded of it, and you're most likely going to follow up on those goals. So yeah, these are some easy ways to make your relationship stronger, better, fulfilling. What are some ways that you are doing in your relationship to make it more fulfilling? I would love to know. Drop me a note. I hope this is helpful. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to go to iTunes. You can subscribe, rate, and write a review. And also, you can always find more information about any of the episodes on my website, www.realloverealstories.com. And remember to follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and it's all under Real Love, Real Stories. Till next time.